Hi, you're listening to Learn How to Podcast with Natascha Moy and the power of podcasting. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about microphones. It's going to be a very quick little podcast because I don't know that much about microphones. But what I do know when you are trying to podcast is that it's very important that you have one. And it's very important that you have a good one. Now, I'm used to podcasting in a studio, which is where I started my life. It was in a proper audio studio at a radio station, and everything is set up for you there. You have a mixing desk and you use a software program called, well, we use Audition. And Audition is one of the Adobe products which you can use on a subscription basis. You can download, and I highly recommend it. It does cost a bit of money, but I am not technically brilliant. And so therefore, I like something that's a little bit intuitive. And this is very intuitive. So I like to do that. And we obviously had good podcasting microphones or audio microphones, not amazing ones. We used Sennheiser, not anything that was great. But since COVID and having to record from home, everything has sort of changed. So I know that one of the most important things is to have a good audio. Some of my podcasts that I've done for, just different series recently, I've played around with audio. So I've done one or two just with a computer microphone. I've also done one or two with a Rode mini USB, which actually is this one. It's quite interesting because this actually allows sound to get in from all over. It's not directional. The one that I currently use and that, sorry about the noise, that I'm really fond of is this USB Rode podcaster mic. It is, it's by far the best microphone I've used. It's directional. It captures your voice clearly. The sound is, I think, very good. It doesn't need a windshield. You do need a windshield for the sounds in some of the other microphones. The USB Mini was, I thought, some of the poorest sound that I've had because it's very loud. It's quite difficult to manage the sound. And I usually do these interviews using Zoom and using Audition as well. So I run Audition to capture the voice, and I use Zoom for the audio, for the visual, because the visual, let's be honest, it makes you look better. It's not really great quality, so, can't see any of the bad stuff on your face. But the actual audio part, I use this microphone and I feed it directly into my Audition. Zoom is excellent, or any of the ones like Zencastr are excellent because they split the files. And then if you're going to play with the files afterwards to get better sound, you can individually play with them. And that makes a big difference. But if I'm doing something like this, then I record it into Audition, and we use this Audition audio to actually, on our Zoom videos that we do. So we use the audio from the mic and from that program to actually link into our Zoom video, which you'll see on YouTube. It is really important. I have got guests and I've got students who have often not used a microphone or have used it and said they didn't think there was any difference in the sound. So I teach podcasting. I'm a podcast coach and I do workshops. And one of the things that everyone wants to know about is technology. The other thing that's really important is when you buy your microphone, that you also buy a microphone stand. So I currently use this, which is a boom. It's a boom stand. I like the boom stand. I can move it around. That sort of appeals to me. And I'm moving the microphone around, so if the sound is coming in and out, that's why. And also, I have a different one, which is the small one like this, which is a Rode one. Lots of people I know seem to really like the groovy ones with a clamp that kind of pull over the table and the desk. There's no rules. It's just how long and what do you need? How are you going to move it? Where is it going to be? But I can guarantee you, if you're using a microphone, your sound will be much better. And if you are using Audition or a proper program to capture the sound, then your sound will be much better. And that will be the difference between a professional sounding podcast and one that sounds like it was done from home in your cupboard, which is the setup I saw the other day. 2 girls who had started theirs and were using the cupboard. Soft furnishings make a massive difference. If you've got a room like mine, it's carpeted, you've got a soft gyprock wall, you've got lots of cushions, pillows, things to absorb all the sound, it takes away the tinniness. Lots of podcasters like to podcast on a sofa because a sofa will absorb sound. So, it's not ideal to be in a concrete floored room with bare walls. So jail cell's not necessarily the right place to be when you're doing a podcast. But a stand, microphone, really important. Now, headsets. In the studio will use a proper headset, so that I can hear the sound coming through. I know who's louder, who's softer. I don't do it in a home environment, but I'm looking at the sound here, and it's going to be sound engineered at the end anyway. It's going to be played with. So, but if you are new to this, I highly recommend you use a headset so that you can hear what's going on. Even if you're just using your earbuds, it makes a big difference. Lots of people use lapel microphones as well. Rode do a lapel microphone. They're just as good. They get an excellent sound as long as you're not moving and, moving around and banging it or whatever. Then that also is an excellent solution. So a lapel mic is great. This microphone is fantastic. There are other ones that are great. I believe Blue Yeti does a great one. But you want something that is directional. And you don't want the mic too far away from you. You want to be able to, you don't want to see it. You want it to kind of be just in front of your eye line. And you don't want your mouth on it. I mean, that whole, sing with your mic on, I don't know, that you don't want to be, no one kissing the microphone. There's no kissing the microphone. If you want to do kissing, be kissing a person. The microphone is there to make you sound freaking amazing when you are doing your podcast. So that is my update and my personal take on the microphone stand situation, and also what program you should be linking into when you are doing this. But as I say, lots of people are using Anchor, Zencaster, Squadcast, and these seem to be giving some very, very good results at the moment. If you are interested in learning how to podcast, you want some coaching, you want to do a workshop, hop onto my website. It is www.powerofpodcasting.com.au. There's some great free resources. There is a free ebook which has got 21 pages, lots of information. If you sign up for the email, you will also get a checklist. You will also get a beautiful quiz about whether or not you're ready to actually start your podcast journey. So hop on there, book a discovery call if you want to, or just email me your questions and I can do a podcast on it, which is great. So there have been lots and lots of episodes that I've done so far on all the different things. And if you listen to everyone, you pretty much have my course for free. So I'm more than happy so that you can have an amazing voice. And catch you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, because subscribing is always good. Thanks.